Cade, what do you think about NBA 2K?
TWolvesbandwagon Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're...
Thank you, Kevin.
It has indeed, David. Thanks. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's Dillon Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And it's Bane in at the 2 guard. And for the Timberwolves, we've got D'Angelo Russell. He's out there with Patrick Beverley. Anthony Edwards out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward. And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
On defense, Minnesota. Bane passes to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Morant, and finished up by Morant.
Oh, no fear now is Morant, able to assess the situation and beat the clock just in time.
And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Over in the corner, Edwards. Out to Russell. From past the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Oh, they can't allow Russell to get looks from the rim. I mean, he's too consistent from that range.
Pass to Bane. Morant against Russell. Morant looking around. Towns with the steal. Edwards kicks to Russell. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Feeds it to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Breaking down the screen and roll. Russell seeing a passing lane open up and taking it.
Pass to Bane. Morant against Towns. Adams down low. Here's Jackson. And Adams kicks to Brooks. From the arc, Adams trying to free himself up. And Brooks is good for 3.
A huge part of Brooks' attack is that he understands how crucial it is that he continues to hit this shot.
Outside Edwards. Here's Vanderbilt. Rebounded by Jackson.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Brooks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now Dillon Brooks, who went to Oregon, was the 2017 Pac-12 Player of the Year.
Yeah, and the second-round pick that year, I mean, he was taken 45th. Despite that, he's carving out a solid career as a 2. two-way win.
And that one falls for Brooks.
Now, what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Russell with it. To the right side. Now here's Beverly. And that one, good.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. The shot comes out. Nice D from Russell for Minnesota. They've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. He gets that one.
What a sweet pass by Russell. He has a great instinct for finding those opportunities on the floor.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. There's the drive. And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Brooks finds Jackson. Brooks right side. Bain passes to Adams. 5 on the clock. Here's Bain. Defended by Beverly. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now, here is Russell. Over Adams. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Russell's got 5.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Russell against Morant. Trying to get open is Brooks. And it's Morant missing.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Edwards looking it over. Here's Towns. Morant against Russell. And it's Morant missing.
He has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening to showing no signs of letting up.
Man, they built a monster lead here early on. And a lot of this is due to the game plan.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Daniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for Patrick Beverly. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Conchar comes in for Brooks. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for John Morant.
And this is a sign that Anderson wants to evolve, looking to become a more dangerous offensive player.
Bucket is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Melton. On up there for Clark. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Beasley for three, and another three for Minnesota.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now here's Anderson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A wildly unpredictable player. Anderson is skilled at drawing the D in and then making them get overly assertive.
And both free throws good for Anderson.
I mean, I think he's kind of a throwback kind of player, if you ask me. I mean, Anderson's nickname is Slow-Mo because of his ability to slow the game down and pick the opponent apart.
Out to Russell. There's the triple. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense has created some great opportunities.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for Minnesota. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis, Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. Then it's D'Anthony Melton. And it's Conchar in at the three. Here's Reed. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree. I mean, and on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at, trying to balance things out.
But this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
There's the pass to McDaniels. Russell looking it over. Three-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Melton, no good. Timberwolves leading by 13. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Russell's got 13 points.
Oh, bad performance so far from Russell. I mean, his offensive energy has just been tremendous.
Melton kicks to Anderson. Passes it to Jones. Here's Conchar. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the shot clock. On up there for Clark. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Okogie. A 3. Offensive rebound. Here's McDaniels. Scored the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 15-point game. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Anderson. Here's Conchar. Reed with the block. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Aggressive pass on the break, straight up the court so he can get all the way to the bucket.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Your Timberwolves dancers. Band, your Timberwolves dancers.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. Vanderbilt comes in for McDaniels. Edwards, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Russell. Bain, no good. Timberwolves leading by 17. Beasley outside. Here's Vanderbilt, guarded by Morant. It's Edwards on the wing. Brooks covering. Second shot opportunity. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Edwards got 6.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Beverly against Morant. At the elbow, Adams. Outside for Jackson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He forgets about him on the perimeter. They're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards a part of a class that needed more time, though.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting the college careers of many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards, though, has all the tools to be an incredible wing player.
Second free throw, no good.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies used to be a half-court slow-it-down team. When you draft John Morant, it's time to open the floodgates because he is devastating in transition.
And the hang time for Ja Morant is incredible. His favorite player growing up was Russell Westbrook, and he's got the bunnies to hold his own with Russ.
I mean, to me, he's one of the league's most exciting players to watch. And Ja Morant is box office. Not only that, listen, I think he's a top 5-point guard right now. Yeah, selected second in 2019, Kevin. Ja Morant, the highest draftee in the Ohio Valley Conference history. And he became the second Grizzly ever to win Rookie of the Year, joining Paul Gasol.
1:22 left to play in the first half. Down low, Brooks. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And this guy is a gamer. Brooks, I mean, you have to admire how competitive he is, even amongst aggressive coverage.
Well, some people felt, Chris, that John Morant was an all-star snub in his rookie year.
Well, you look at what he accomplished in year one. Enjoying Magic Johnson, great Isaiah Thomas, and Trae Young. The only 20-year-old rookies to average at least 17 points and 7 assists per game. That's some lofty company.
Morant against Beverly. Morant passes to Bain. Brooks with it. Beasley covering. Brooks kicks to Morant. Over Beverly. And it's Morant missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. There's 25 seconds left here in the second. Here's Morant. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Boy, Morant just shows you a little of everything. I mean, that time he stops on a dime, pops it in. Nothing you can do to defend him.
Morant against Beverly. Shoots from 12. Here's Brooks, and it's denied.
And Beverly just goes all out on defense, which is what allows him to come up with these rejections.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in very good shape. With a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and running. So not a good quarter for us. You know, we just got to keep being aggressive defensively.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a start for D'Angelo Russell. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game plan and then patiently executing. Most of their shots that come in the flow of the offense, rarely did they take a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Grizzlies' first half?
They need to give more energy and effort on the board. Rebounding depth has been one of the main issues for them. Probably is they're getting...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. We've got Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Bain. Back to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Morant for 3. Memphis the rebound, and he gets the bucket. Jackson's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Grizzlies. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen by Jackson. To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
What athleticism from Brooks. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. See why right there.
Outside Russell. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look. His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
That's good from Edwards on the assist by Towns. And that's 11 points for Anthony Edwards.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
Edwards against Brooks. The pass to Beverly. Fires for 3. Here's Towns. Shoots over Adams. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 6 points.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing from long range.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Towns. Taurean Prince comes in for Vanderbilt. And Okogie subbed in for Patrick Beverly. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jaren Jackson. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Bane. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Shot clock at 5. They get it back. Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And that one falls for Brooks. And both free throws good for Brooks. Minnesota leading by 22. Here's Russell. From down in the low post, it goes. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Lobbed up there for Clark. Stolen by Reed. Over in the corner, Edwards. Prince kicks to Reed. Outside Edwards. Going inside. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And Memphis making a change here. Konchar's checked in. He dishes it to Clark. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Passes to Reed. Top of the key. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Anderson passes to Melton. Jones in the post. Guarded by Reed. Reed with the block. The drive by Russell. Out to Edwards. Beyond the arc. They get it back. A second chance effort. Prince. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Memphis. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
If you want to see how efficient the offense is running, a great stat to look at is points off assist. And they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Minnesota making some changes. McDaniels, he's checked in for Okogie, and it's Beasley in for Edwards. The Grizzlies also making a change. Williams, he's checked in for Jones. The Grizzlies have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Now, here's Clark. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Williams. Count it.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
Minnesota's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them.
And Brandon Clark, a dangerous finisher, not only as a dunker, but his floater game is on point as well.
Well, you see why the Sean Marion comparisons are made. I mean, that great touch combined with his vertical leap, you know, they make him a handful inside.
Pass to Clark. Memphis moving it around. Lobbed up there for Clark. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And they double up Russell. And here is McDaniel. He's got 7 on the 3 off target. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Conchar. He's guarded by Russell. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton. Melton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Russell against Morant. Over in the corner, Beverly. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Morant. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's Minnesota having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And let's take now this moment to bring up our Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Williams. Then it's Morant. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard. And then Morant slams it in.
Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fine.
Here he goes. And Beverly kicks to Layman. The feed to Towns. Here's Noel. Pass to Beverly. Here's the three. That shot off. And Memphis the other way now. Now the pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And that's turnover. Number 2 on the game, doing a nice job in terms of ball control.
Minnesota calls timeout. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Williams in the post, rebounded by the Timberwolves. Beverly the pass to Towns. Latrey. Pocket 6. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Morant outside. Shoots over Towns, and that one's good. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Noel passes to Balmore. Passes it to Layman. Here's Balmore. Pass to Noel. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they aren't just chucking up. If anything, I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. There's Jackson with the three. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Here's Adams. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Minnesota calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. Here is Russell. Over Clark. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 20 points.
We talk about the advantage of having size in the backcourt. Russell, they're using his height and length to challenge that interior.
Bobbed up there for Clark. An emphatic LU jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Clark. Vanderbilt with the block. Edwards against Williams. Edwards kicks to Beverly. Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Jones. Vanderbilt with the block. Clark against Beverly. Towns is doubled. Shoots a 3. That shot off the mark. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Williams. The shot's good.
An impressive all-around player. Culver passes the ball well for a guy at that position.
Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
A good win, and a lot went into it. But I just like the showing.
For Anthony Edwards.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was a complete package.
It's Edwards on the wing. Inside, he dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clark dishes to Culver. Clark, the pass to Tillman. Back to Clark. Vanderbilt gets a hand on it. Edwards inside, working on Williams. To the inside. Russell left side. 6 to shoot. Kept alive, Minnesota kicks it to Towns. The pass to Edwards. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Off the inbound. That one doesn't drop. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily.
Thanks very much, Patrick.
All right, David, thank you. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.